Buffs Nation, what's going on? I'm back here with another video. Want to do some individual videos about some of the players that, just balled out yesterday to a level that I just was not expecting, right? So excited to start this off, of course, with Dylan Edwards. But y'all go ahead, hit that like, let me know in the comments what you think. And of course, want to give a shout out to the sponsor of the channel, Yo Martez. Please go check out the the Colorado Yo Retro Ralphie tee that I've collaborated with him on. Link is in the description. But love Martez, love what he's doing. But let's get started. Dylan Edwards is our version of Reggie Bush. Okay, yeah. They don't exactly move the same, but every time this guy touches the ball, just like Reggie Bush, there is an opportunity for this man to take it to the house. And I had an expectation that he was going to be, of course, part of this offense, but I was not expecting the level of output and just instantly in his first college football game as an 18-year-old for that type of performance. Wow. Wow. And I think right now he has to be the favorite for the Shaun Alexander Freshman of the Year award, right? He has to be. Heck, even right now, put him on the Heisman hopeful watch list, right, alongside Travis Hunter and Shador Sanders. That was just insane stuff. Let's talk about the stats here real quick. He had 6 carries for 24 yards. That averages out to 4. Had a nice 1-yard touchdown run. But okay, our philosophy was to come out and really play to our strengths, which was having Shador carve up that defense for 510 yards on 81% completion, right? We want a shootout, and we came out throwing the ball. And what's great about Dylan Edwards is that this man is just as much of a threat in the receiving game as any of our other receivers that we have. 5 receptions, 135 receiving yards, 27 average, 3 touchdowns. He had a 75-yard touchdown catch that was set up by some phenomenal blocking by the offensive line. Jack Wilty getting down there, laying out an awesome block like 20 yards down the field to help him break that off for the touchdown. But then also the game-winning touchdown on 4th and 2. Must have been about a 44-yard catch. And what was so great is that he showed the speed to get outside onto the edge from that linebacker. And then he provided a little bit of hesitation, just a nuanced hesitation to hold, whether that was the safety or defensive back coming over to tackle, and then used his acceleration to just blaze by that defender for the game-winning touchdown. And I want to talk a little bit about his poise, because we saw him in that at the end of the first half. He ran into Javon Antonio. His leg kind of forced that fumble. Whoops. On really quick. Sorry, for some reason an ad was coming up here on this ESPN box score, but he ran into Javon Antonio. Javon Antonio's leg forced that ball free, fumbled. TCU scored off of it, and they were able to tie the game up. And man, we saw Hankerson come out on that next drive, right? That led to the field goal at the end of the first half. And as a freshman, that can be hard to bounce back from. Making a mistake like that leads to points. And credit to Dylan Edwards for continuing to move on to the next play, not worry about that. Credit to the coaching staff for still instilling belief and trust in him after that moving forward. The preparation, our team made a handful of mistakes yesterday, but what was great was that we bounced back from every single mistake, and Dylan Edwards came back and put on an amazing performance in the second half. And he is a large reason of why we won yesterday's game and upset number 17 TCU on the road. Absolutely an electric performance, one for the record books. I have to imagine that this is the best performance by a freshman we've seen in CU school history, and one of the best that we've seen throughout college football within my lifetime, right? But the Shaun Alexander Freshman of the Year award, This is like a newer award, or the Freshman of the Year award has now become the Shaun Alexander award winner, right? But so there's only been a few. So I want to take you through of who's on that list right now. Okay. I'll go ahead and share my screen, I guess, because that would be kind of fun for you guys to take a look at. 1 minute, please. All right. So the first one was, of course, Trevor Lawrence, going on 11-0, winning his national championship, 3,200 yards, 30 passing TDs. I mean, that's an amazing quarterback rating right there, right? And then the year following, we had a running back win it, which was really cool. Kenneth Gainwell. And this is what I love about this award, is that it's not just like, oh, it goes to the best freshman quarterback every year. This is an award that is truly given out to the best performing freshman. I love this. Kenny Gainwell, over 1,400 rushing yards, 610 receiving yards, over 2,000 all purpose yards. I mean, that is just insane. 16 TDs. Right now, Dylan Edwards is on pace to well outperform Kenny Gainwell in productivity, right? At just absolute. I mean, he's already got a fourth of the total touches or touchdowns. Incredible stuff. Then Will Anderson. I mean, he killed it. 7 sacks, and a half tackles for loss, 52 total tackles. Then we saw Brock Bowers come in there, right? So that is really great. 13 TDs, 882 yards, 56 receptions. Where is the 22-23 season that was on here? Give me 1 second. Maybe I should look this up. Who won in 2022? Drake May. No? Yeah, here we go. Drake May. Shaun Alexander, you need to update your website. That's so funny. So, what I like about this is that, yeah, like, this award is given to people that are playing multiple positions: quarterbacks, running backs, edge, tight end. Like this, it's really cool. So I think Dylan Edwards is definitely in the driver's seat right now, even over a guy like Zachariah Branch. I think Dylan Edwards outperformed everybody, all of his freshman competition. It's very clear, man. This guy should have had a 5-star rating, right? But ratings only get you, they only mean so much, right? We see a guy like Carter Stoutmeyer coming on that, got into the field a little bit yesterday as a true freshman, 3-star rating. We know he's better than that, and he's going to be a starter for this team very soon. And yeah, Dylan Edwards, congratulations. And here's me eating my humble pie, man. I never expected a performance like that. I know that there has been a ton of belief in your abilities, but it's very clearly that it's very clear to me that I was sleeping. I was sleeping truly on the amount of impact that you could have on the game from the first game on. I mean, so impressed. The poise Dylan Edwards played with in the clutch to come up, not dropping those passes, not getting too antsy. He was patient. He showed great patience on his blocks and his runs and his receptions. Played just like the rest of this team with fantastic championship poise. So hats off to you, Dylan Edwards. Y'all let me know your thoughts in the comments on this. But man, he is a rising star. And the rest of the running back room, man, I mean, this is just a stacked room. This is just a stacked room. Let's be honest about it. I can't wait to see how all this goes on moving forward, but it's going to be hard to get Dylan Edwards off the field. That's for darn sure. Thank you so much, y'all. And as always, Sco Buffs.